Wanna? Off to the garbage for you!
I'm not garbage.
We'll agree to disagree, love. What's this? A lunchbox? Ha! A living lunchbox! Monster! I'm gonna tell the mayor!
Well, we're here. Let's see where here is, Dicey.
Even had a feeling, call it a hint, that a new friend Dicey would be able to open that door for her. All it would take would be a roll or two. And that feeling was correct.
Look, it's that ghost again.
Yes, I was just going to say that. But what did it want?
Did you hear? The new moon is finished. It is wonderful to finally look up at the sky at night and see two perfect moons.
Good morning, world! It's a beautiful day, my favorite kind.
Give me a second now. Oh, curse it too. Though I suppose you can't have the sweet without the sour. Attention to town. Now hear this.
The Queen is gone, but the Queen is gone, but two.
Her will is now manifest. Long may she reign. Random rules.
Oh, a two! What a delightful...
Way to make a perfectly awful day even worse. Another dreary day, everyone. Just muddle through this horrid life until death finally claims us.
Shut up!
You don't belong in.
Hey! I've got cards to trade. Cards! I got cards here, the greatest cards in the land, from my body to your hands. The very same. Why, I've got the best cards in all of Two Town, only for the most discerning of customers. I can tell you've got an eye for cards. Always terrific to meet another connoisseur. Manny Dex, at your service. Naturally! You know, I've often been heard to remark that life is like cards. It's not so much the cards you've got, but how you play them, yeah? Plus, life is also small, cheap and random, and yet utterly enchanting. All like cards, isn't it? Now listen, since you're a fellow connoisseur, and since business is slow, I'm going to do you a solid, mate. Old Manny Dex is going to give you a lovely binder to hold your cards in, on the house. We'll just need to teach you how to use it. Now then, what with that shiny new binder with all those blank pages in it, you're probably in the market for some new cards, eh? Well, good news! It just so happens I've got the greatest cards in the land from my body to your hands, ha! And at the best prices too. Mate, we're all born one way, and we all decide what we want to do with that. I was born with an interest in trading cards and decided to absolutely lean into my interest in trading cards. All the way, mate. Woohoo! No regrets. Shoot! Were you born with a nosy little girl for a body? Where do I... Oh, mate, if I tell you my sources, what's to stop you from turning your body into a store and setting up a competing shop, eh? I asked you. Yeah, good one, mate. I'm afraid I can't tell you the provenance of my cards, just that they're an amazing deal, best in random, only in random. Is everyone in my family a store, you ask? Honestly, I think the answer to that is pretty obvious. Glad you agree. Then we both agree the answer to that question is pretty obvious. Oi, oi. Next here, card enthusiast at Living Store at your service.
Stephen was beginning to learn a lot about this new part of random, but not, unfortunately, how to escape it. The door was locked. Perhaps someone nearby was in possession of a key.
Have you seen the Upside Down Town? I'm building it. The flipped city in the sky. You can't miss it. It's not just me, of course. Lots of construction jobs up there. That whole site was designed by Her Royal Highness, the Queen. It's the ultimate expression of Two Town. Name's Smokey, by the way. That's it. That's exactly it. Everything must have its other half. It's only natural. Some call the Upside Down Town a mere distraction, a minor obsession of the Queen designed simply to keep us all busy. You know what those people are called? That's it. The Queen is amazing. Her ideas are amazing. The new city reflects that. It's the ultimate expression of Two Town, what it was always meant to be. Two cities in one.
It was the Queen's Royal Robot Guards. She had to think fast. She had to roll the dice.
Hi, kid. You want crispy twigs? Kids love crispy twigs.
Super cheese! I got super cheese here! More party pancake in the morning. And go to find it. They're not unbeatable.
I need inspiration. I'd trade my Gobblegregor for a flash of genius. I'm through Pipkin, by the way. I am an artist, but not with paints or music. My art is the art of trading, and I want to push the art forward. Trading Gobblegregors is so routine. I want to trade something that hasn't been traded before. Say, you wouldn't be willing to trade for that costume your friend is wearing, are you? I figured. Probably wouldn't fit too many folks anyway. Plus, people have traded costumes before. If you ever have anything to trade, you'll come see me, right? Especially something unusual. And maybe I'll offer you something amazing in exchange. Until then...
Hey, kid. I'm selling crispy twigs here. Crispy twigs to trade.
Get your pre-chilled food here, smooth and silky.
Help! Help! I'm being attacked by robots!
Cool boy's costume, kid. The heart of Toontown was even greater, and bigger and scarier than in the most outlandish stories she'd heard the Junkers tell in one croft.
Help! Help! I'm being attacked by robots!
You saved my bacon there, kid. Look, let me repay you. With a deal. I'm looking to trade a weird-looking four-sided skull for a gobblegregger. That'll be just the thing I need to gobblegreg my way out of future robot trouble. What do you say, kid? You don't know what a gobblegregger is? Forget it then, kid. But, do come back if by any chance you happen to find one. You don't know what a gobblegregger is? Forget it then, kid. But do come back if by any chance you happen to find one.
Hi! Hello! Indubitably, we're twins! We finish each other's sentences! We double each other's happiness! We share each other's husbands! We multiply each other's... Wait, what? What? You said we share each other's husbands. Yep, I don't! You've been kissing my husband? Oh my god! Two-timer! It's double the fun! Please excuse us. We need to talk about this. Sorry.
That is such a creative dice costume. No way, Ronaldo. Are you seeing this?
What's a dice?
Words for sale. Who wants to buy a word? Here's one for free. Syzygy.
Behold, the door to Three Town. Alas, the door was sealed shut, and only a roll of a 3 would open it. But Even's friend was 1 dot short. He could only roll a 1 and a 2, and Even would have to find a way to upgrade him.
Strange. What's up with these little guys? Well, I wonder if they can fix you.
Roll your dice and defeat all enemies. It's that simple.
though Dicey was affecting that
Treasure to
giant
the board game. A slow time bubble has appeared. Who will win the game? We shall soon find out.
defeat all the enemies and the board game ends.
Child, yes, you, child. I believe we can be useful to each other. Oh, not in a direct way, but there is something else you may be able to achieve in the meantime. You see, I've noticed that you have a dice with you. Right, a good act, child. You'll need your wits to survive what's coming, I'd wager. So, let's say, hypothetically, you have a dice, which of course you don't, which means you, hypothetically, have experience in their identification and true nature. I've heard tell of a dice circulating Cellar Street. Of course, it's been so long since a true dice has been here. People don't entirely recognize it for what it is. And if these rumors were true, well, I dare say you could be the one to find it. Folks dimly sense it has value. They treat it as something rare and unique, say a fossil, not knowing its true value, its true nature. I believe someone like yourself could trade for it, or at the very least, trade up to it. Hypothetically, of course, and if you did hypothetically succeed in possessing such a dice, well, I'd be interested, and I'd make it worth your while indeed. I've heard stories around Cellar Street. There's all sorts of strange items for trade there. And if you can't find it directly, you could trade until you do. I've told you all I can. Except that I've heard whispers that someone is buying words, and someone else is selling them. And that would be where I'd start. Make yourself useful, child. Trade and trade until, before you know it, you've got your hands on one of those dangerous, awful, deadly dice. And then you give it to me, and I will take care of it.
All this two-ness reminds me of Odd. I promise you, sister, I am coming for you.
As she looked up, Even began to realize that Toontown's name was easily to twice as usual as she'd suspected. They seemed to be constructing a second town.